Hi, hello, and welcome again to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. Coming up in this episode, we're going to check out how some Ghanaian players performed for their respective clubs in the games that were played this Saturday. We're talking about Inaki Williams, who was in action for Athletic Bilbao in their game against Atletico Madrid. Also, Daniel Amartey clashed with Jordan Ayew as well as Jeffrey Schlupp as Leicester City took on Crystal Palace and a game that was played in the Premier League. Also, RCD Mallorca was in action and Ghana's very own Baba Idrisu also played the match. All coming up here on Sports Updates Ghana. So please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get into the details now. And some Ghanaian players were in action over the weekend for their respective clubs in Europe. I'm talking about players who are likely to be in Ghana's squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And let's start off straight from England, where Leicester City took on Crystal Palace, and it was Daniel Amartey who was in action for Leicester City as they took on their opponent Crystal Palace, who also featured two Ghanaian players in their starting 11, i.e. that is Jeffrey Schlupp as well as Jordan Ayew. So let's check out how the game ended. And well, the game between Leicester City and Crystal Palace ended in a goalless affair as both sides failed to score a goal in that particular match. Well, Daniel Amartey, I must say, he was very good in defense for Leicester City as he prevented Crystal Palace from scoring a goal, although Leicester City were a big threat to his side's performance in the game. But, well, let's check out how these Ghanaian players were able to perform in the game that I'm talking about. So for Daniel Amartey, this was how he was rated. Well, he was rated 7.0 and played 90 minutes of action in the game. For Jordan Ayew, he also played full 90 minutes in the game and was rated 6.7. Know that, well, Jordan Ayew is coming out of an injury and was able to make a full 90 minutes action for Crystal Palace in this game. Well, for Jeffrey Schlupp, he was one of the poor performers on the pitch and was rated 6.4 in this particular game between Leicester City and Crystal Palace. So away from England, let's go to Spain, where Ghanaian player that is Baba Idrisu was also in action for RCD Mallorca in their 1-0 defeat to Sevilla in the Spanish La Liga. So for Baba Idrisu, he played 54 minutes of action and he was rated 6.4 in the game as he was substituted in that particular game. Well, it's unfortunate that the Ghanaian midfielder did not play full 90 minutes in this particular game, but well, his performance was not bad at all. Well, so still staying in Spain, well, Ghanaian player that is Inaki Williams was in action for Athletic Club as his side took on Atletico Madrid in their game that was played also on Saturday. So Diego Simeone's men and a 1-0 victory over Inaki Williams' side, that is Athletic Bilbao, and it was Antoine Griezmann who was on target for Atletico Madrid as they defeated their opponent, that is Athletic Club, by 1-0. Unfortunately, Ghana's very own Inaki Williams was unable to score and was rated 6.3 as he played 90 minutes of action in the game. He had just one big chance in the game and he fluffed it. Well, all his shots were off target and it's unfortunate that Inaki Williams was unable to get a target in this particular game. But before we go, in Germany there was some form of action which involved some players of Ghanaian descent, and well, Jeremy Frimpong was in action as Xabi Alonso's Bayern Leverkusen were dropped 5-1 by Eintracht Frankfurt in that particular game. Unfortunately, English player of Ghanaian descent Callum Hudson-Odoi was not named in the squad as Bayern Leverkusen traveled to take on Frankfurt in that particular encounter. So yes, that is by way of update for you here on Sports Update Ghana on how some Ghanaian players have been performing for their respective clubs in Europe. I will bring you up to speed on other players who were able to score goals for their clubs in Europe. More on this on another episode. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment.